Well, shit. Now we got Steve MRE. This one, I watched a little bit before, and I didn't get to finish it. But this one is really freaking good. He eats a old ass freaking MRE or ration, and it's like sealed up in a can, and it's like kind of bursting. It looks like it's like ridden with botulism or something. Look at that shit. It's rusty. It's rusty, dude. Look at how it's bulging outwards too. That shit is about to... That shit's gonna give you the bubonic plague.
This is a Second Boer War British Armed Forces Emergency Ration Field Service. It was produced anywhere between
That does not look...
1899 and 1902. Now it weighs 11 ounces, or
it's more than 100 years
grams.
old.
There's a soldered cap on both sides.
At that point, you're just eating dust. Literal dust. I don't think there's any nutritional value that you could gain from something as old as this.
Check that out. You're supposed to be able to grab it by a ring that was attached right here, and you peel away. This one has a ring. The
container has more calories.
That broke off years ago, so someone decided to not open it. Now, by the early
You think this is preserved, rat? Look at that shit. It's about to open.
1880s, the British Army began developing a more portable ration that could provide ample sustenance to soldiers in combat that are cut off from normal supply. This was produced by the Bovril Company of London. There were several variations of this ration made by Bovril during the Boer War, and many ended up as Royal Navy surplus emergency supply and were used nearly 20 years later in World War I. Alright, so again, there's a paper label that would have said on the front...
There's just something about like this type of man that gets my neurons activating. It just reminds me, like, Small Ant and MRE Steve, they just have a similar brain function that just... It's so specific.
And right here. This ration is not to be opened except by order of an officer or in extremity. It's to be carried in the haversack and produced at inspections, etc. The ration is calculated to maintain strength for 36 hours if eaten in small quantities at a time. To open the package, tear off the band in the center where 2 tins will be found. One containing 4 ounces of concentrated beef and the other containing 4 ounces of cocoa paste. Instructions for use are on the lids of the tins. The standard British ration during the Boer War was tin stews and meat hash, tin beans, meat, fish, poultry, all canned.
I wonder where they recovered this.
Milk and hardtack. Those were your common food items.
There's no way that this ration is not compromised.
So this is pretty much the original survival ration. Let's give it a look.
Brett, look at ew. 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 He's using literal pliers. All right, you're done. You're done.
Wow. I don't think that this is going to be edible.
That's fucking doo-doo.
But look at that. So these are lids on it. There we go.
Is that a newspaper? Yep, that's a newspaper.
This piece will end up getting me cut. It'll make it impossible to open the thing.
Bro, if he gets cut by that, he's gonna get tetanus or something.
Okay, well, when your ration's about 20 years older than the 100-year-old mess kit that it's on, concentrated beef, 4 ounces. Remove lid. The beef can be eaten dry with or without biscuit. Dump 1/4 of the contents of this tin in boiled water for about an hour, and it will make 1 pint of excellent...
This guy has poison immunity.
...beef tea. It's going to be very difficult.
He got poison resist 100%.
This is going to be potentially impossible to open without damaging the can or cutting myself or something. That's no big deal. It's totally worth it. There we go.
Brett.
Look at that.
What?
Here's your
What is that? What
concentrated beef
concentrated beef, bro?
from probably
Ah,
1899.
hell no.
Whoa, it
Original,
still
thank you for
smells
the
like
8
beef.
months.
Oh,
Does
it
it?
smells so foul and
Does it smell
oh,
like beef?
man, nice.
No.
Look at that. So then the hot cocoa. This has a nice rattle to it. Cocoa paste, 4 ounces. The contents can be eaten dry with or without
Nice.
biscuit. 1/4 of the contents simmered for 1/4 of an hour in 1 pint of water will make
Okay.
liquid cocoa of good strength.
Oh, okay. So he's gonna make coffee. A little bit of coffee. Brit.
Well, it's not going to be edible anymore, that's for sure.
Yeah,
And
I would
corroded
think
through. I mean,
so.
unfortunately, this is the one where it has the pinholes. You see that?
That's concentrated beef stone. That's how you instantly get
I mean, it's not
IBS.
coming out either. You're going to have to scoop these out.
Bro, you're gonna have to like take out your whole intestines.
I'm not sure if I'm going to eat anything. There's probably no real point. You know,
You're gonna have to have
that's
a
okay,
gastric
though.
bypass after
I do
this.
not mind that whatsoever. You know, this is the sort of thing that it's just incredible, absolutely incredible to be able to see something like this. Wow.
That shit is rock solid. What do you mean? Oh, you know what he's making? You know the stuff that you get from, this is the only place I could think of getting it, but you know Home Depot, it has that shredded dry beef thingy in that small circular container. What do you call those things? Shredded jerky?
I don't know if chat grew up in another dimension, but I'm pretty sure coffee is not made from chocolate.
Oh.
That doesn't look so bad under there.
Shredded jerky. That's what this looks like. Beef
That
chew.
really smells
The
like
beef chew.
metallic beef jerky. That's actually incredible. Look how it really is. It's like it's concentrated.
What is the container made out
dried
of?
Beef, and I don't even think it's like bouillon. It might be a little bit more to it than just that.
Tin.
I can't imagine this being all that different back when it was still considered fresh. I can't imagine it looking any different, really. I'm gonna scrape through this surface here, and then I'm gonna get to some part that might be edible.
Yep.
Look at that.
Just get to the center, dude. Oh shit. Honestly, that looks kind of tasty when it's shredded.
It's looking better and better as it goes on.
Like you
there.
just dip your
I'm not gonna
finger
be
in
able to
it
help
and then you
myself. I'm
put
gonna
it
have
on
to
your
try it
tongue.
out. And once I get past that, ugh, that stuff on the outside smells like metal and rot.
This is
And then once you
British
get through
food,
that-
y'all.
That's all
Ugh.
bad right there. There's like foul, totally like messed up parts of this.
The
And then there's,
middle
like, a
looks
center
okay, I think.
That's still good. There's like the edges here.
Yeah, the
I'm
edges
noticing
look
it's
all
coming out
dirty.
easier, and it's like no good. You know,
Dirty
the
and
edges
rusty.
got hit by metal and moisture and who knows what. Something permeated. But
The way he's digging with that fork so close to the edge of the tin, I'm just scared he's gonna slice his
then the
finger.
the center of this seems like it might be okay. So that's really good. I'm just gonna keep chiseling away at this, and I'm determined to find a part that might be acceptable for consumption. And now we have a dried beef bar. Look at that.
Dried beef bar.
That's the coolest thing. That's a landmark right there. All right, so
At this point, I would like just get a screwdriver or something. Like screw drive the sides.
what I'm gonna do is this here. I know this is ridiculous, but I'm gonna save that.
Like a drill. or a shovel.
Can't help myself. I can't throw any of this away. I'm gonna save every bit of dirt and dust and rust
Yep.
and whatnot
For what?
from this ration. And I'm gonna do what I can
For what,
to
Steve?
put this thing back together, kind of resolder it. 'Cause it
Oh,
could use some restoration. Now look at that. That, oh, smells like metal and beef, and
I smell like
I'm
beef.
going to make a beef porridge out of this. Now this is totally inedible. I'm not even going to try and mess with the chocolate. My apologies. That part there, I hope you can understand. It's just going to be like eating rust and dirt and danger. Yeah, this though,
And
this is history
danger.
in more ways than one. Okay, so I kind of chiseled off a little bit more off camera here. But look at that,
Ooh.
it kind of has a wood shaving look to it. That is from the
It just
Boer
looks,
War.
it looks like
And this is in
sawdust.
significantly better condition than I expected. This side got no corrosion, and it made it. It made it through all that time.
No
I think it's like
corrosion.
dried, shredded, pulverized beef. I'm glad that these were separate containers. They didn't react with each other, component-wise.
Sure,
and then
bud.
also, because this one had the corrosion, that would have transferred to the other one potentially. And you would have had two compromised components instead of just one. I mean, this
Kind of
here
want
is
to
a
see what it looks like if you scrape the top portion off the of that one.
shame. I mean, this here is absolutely, this part, I might not even do much with this other than maybe just,
You're
yeah.
fucking lying. I know damn well he's gonna try just to do something with it.
yeah, look at,
This is Steve we're talking
it's
about.
like a
He's gonna
rock.
try
You can
it.
chisel it, and it has a slight chocolate smell to it, but it smells more like dirt and metal. Really, there's not much you can do with the chocolate. Wow.
Oh gosh.
Just, there's really no point in messing with that thing.
I know
Alright,
his
so let's get
biceps.
to,
He's kind of
preparing this.
buff.
I just got to get all of
Look
the
at his
stuff
hand.
that has gotten moisture to it scraped out. Like I see some stuff here that turned color.
You know his hand kind of looks like Stud's hand.
It's like almost reddish, like orange. Let's get that off there. I think it reacted with the metal and some potential air and moisture that got in. This
This
one
is
of the
actually
most
Stud.
fascinating things. Look at that old beef. That is old pulverized dry beef. This is not like standard beef bouillon. This is 120-year-old beef jerky, essentially.
Beef jerky.
Isn't that something?
Ugh.
Oh yeah, here we go.
I know friggin' Osmond Gold
That
would
right
eat
there.
this shit.
Actually,
He would rather eat this over a piece of fruit.
looks pretty good. I don't know what to do. It's like I really want to try a bite. Here. Yeah, that is just truly a bizarre food discovery, if you ask me.
I don't think no one
Doesn't
needs
get
to ask anything. That is bizarre no matter.
It doesn't get any weirder
Bitch,
than, pretty much doesn't get any
his titties.
doesn't get any weirder.
God
than this,
damn.
really. I mean, like, when was the last time one of these was eaten?
Look,
I
he's so
wonder?
cute.
I mean, when was the last time someone even opened one? Okay, like, sorry, it's just oddly nerve-wracking. Could something be living in this? I mean, did you see how it's kind of spilling over?
I don't think anything lives in that. That's like literally the food of death, bro. Yep,
I'm sorry.
as expected.
I'm gonna let that kind of settle on my tongue for a second. That literally tastes like dirt. That little piece was broken off. Hold on, let me just take a little less of a wimpy bite. What is that in there? Hold on, I gotta look at this thing. Sorry. I don't mean to be like playing with my food, but
That is not food.
yeah, it's nerve-wracking. What am I doing? Is this like the oldest beef ever eaten? That tastes like bread. That tastes like bread.
That tastes like
beef, and
Brad.
there's like little pieces of
BRAD.
bone or something. There's something hard. Ew.
I love how you would think that if this guy was just wearing a regular schmegular black shirt or something, you would think he'd be like super intimidating. But then like when he speaks and like if he's wearing this clean plate club blue pastel shirt, you're just like, oh, he's just like a little soft guy.
I'm letting it settle on my tongue. I'm not eating that right away. Barely any flavor. Oh man.
He's thinking his life choices right now.
It tastes like pulverized beef jerky, old breadcrumbs mixed with cardboard, a little bit of chlorine.
Chlorine.
That's what it tastes like. And it's leaving a slight film residue sensation.
Right.
That cow was dead over 118 years ago. That's the weirdest thought. It's kind of morbid, sorry. Okay, here's an interesting story. Here's a collector that has one of these, and then like a couple repros or something. At least one repro.
What is a repro?
He had like one sitting next to the other. And he was talking about how he found a case with 60 of these remaining.
Reproduction.
Case of 60
Oh.
of these.
You know how people
did not
donate
have-
their bodies to science after they pass away? I reckon this dude could donate his body now and they'd probably find a goddamn ecosystem in his body. Like Journey to the Center of the Earth.
the funds. So he said he didn't have the funds for it, and this was.
They're gonna do an
it was 10,
autopsy
maybe 20
and
years
figure
ago.
out what kind of
Someone else was
resistances
asking, "Is
his
there any
body
way, like, we
has.
could track it down?" He's like, "Nope, there's no way. I'll never be able to find
Immune
it
to
again."
death.
That's disgusting. I'm not eating any more of this dry, except for this little bit that like I went and bit off before preaching.
Didn't the ration say to put it in like heat it in some sort of liquid? Am I remembering wrong?
100
Lewis said thank you for the 10 months.
year old beef bread.
Water was for a beef
Beef
tea.
fiber? Is that fat?
It was
Is that
optional.
cartilage? Is it bread? You know, a grain? I don't really know. But if this is anything like the U.S. Army emergency ration of World War I, then this is some sort of grain in there mixed with beef. And you
Oh,
can see these like little fibers coming off of it, dry. Like, you ever take beef jerky, tear it like down the center, and you see all the little meat fibers? Like, I can see tons of those. come
shredded
off of this.
jerky.
It just tastes like there's so much like
This just looks like a protein bar.
bone and cartilage and stuff mixed in. Like,
Well, I guess that kind of
it's
is
filled with
what
that.
it's supposed to be, giving
And
you
When
protein.
they say boil it for an hour, yeah, that's definitely the way to do it. That's what we're gonna do with this here. And then this here, I'm going to save. There are various reviewers and people that are going to want this. And
Wait, he actually sends this to viewers that what?
I don't need it all. This literally says eat it dry or with or without a biscuit, or boil it for an hour. There are no other instructions. So
I wonder how much something like this would even
all right,
sell
so
for.
it's been a couple days. It's been 2.5 days, and I ate the couple bites. That's what you want to do sometimes. You don't want to dive.
And where
right
you
into
even obtain something like this?
100-plus-year-old beef. So I left everything on the set. That doesn't smell too bad. You know what? That actually reminds me of the smell of fish food. Take this to the side. We're going to be boiling this for an hour. And it's good to know you can eat it dry and not get
Okay,
sick.
so he's gonna
All right.
boil this shit.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is
All right,
gonna
here we
set
go.
this
The moment of truth.
here.
It better taste. I would think that boiling it would make it taste better, though. I would think that rehydrating it would give it some more flavor.
This is the Cooking with Steve 1989 show. We're going to be cooking 118-year-old dried beef from the Boer War.
The Boer War.
It's the only thing I have here. Paper towel.
If you ever eat a ration,
Oh, yeah.
try something
Look at
foreign.
that.
There are some cool ones overseas, but US MREs are mostly May.
I wanted to try a British MRE.
There we go. Ooh, that instantly has a kind of stale
That
smell.
literally just looks like chicken broth.
That's... If you ever gone to a food truck and they have hamburger, and the hamburger isn't pure beef, there's like flour mixed in with it. That's what this kind of smells like, but then also stale. Ooh, yeah, and with no seasoning. We're going to...
You know what I want to see? I want to see Geary try to make something out of an MRE. I want her to make a full freaking meal out of an MRE.
put this back on. Like every 10 to 20 minutes, I'll take the lid off and we'll check it out. Alright, so I've been boiling it for only 7 minutes so far. Oof, yeah, that's just, there's a smell. It tells you whatever this is, it's not appetizing. It's been boiling for exactly 15 minutes.
Yo,
Man, I
Driller, thank
stepped
you
out
for
of
the 5
room
subbies.
for,
Thank you so
I
much.
guess like 10, 15 minutes. It smells awful in here. So about 30 minutes.
Ugh.
Oh, it just wafts this like foul beef smell. All right, so it's been about 40 minutes.
Rancid
You can
and
see how
foul.
it's rendering down there. Oh, it just smells awful.
Ew!
Oh, it's not.
It's a freaking
good.
paste now.
Oh, really? Oh, just poking it around. It just keeps making me like wheeze. That's the only way I can put it. Here, let's get a better look at this while I'm scraping it about. I'm glad it didn't burn, like scourge onto the pot.
Oh no, I would throw the pot away after this.
Look at that. Oh,
This is
That
how the Scarlet Rot began.
if you could smell it. Like, listen. It's
True.
not normal if it can make me wheeze like that. I mean, imagine how grateful you'd be. Your officer says, all right, bust out your emergency ration. And guys are sitting around making
You
hot
know what
cocoa
this is
and then...
making me think of, Yuzu? You need to do a cooking stream. We can only go up from this after all.
So true, so true.
variations of stuff like this. So there you go. You can make a porridge.
Your commanding officer's like, bust out your emergency rations, guys, and you guys are all like, fills you up, man. Okay, all right, okay, we'll do it.
Sorts. Ugh. Man, you know, this is this kind of reminds me of like that F grade beef. It's like steaming hot. I'm gonna try here. Let's like get a little bit
No, please don't put that in your mouth, please.
juicy. Oh yeah. Okay, let's get a little bite.
No, please.
Hold on.
Ah.
That's kind of lacking in flavor. I'm like kind of just getting a small amount.
I'm like feeling so confused because right now my mouth is watering, but it doesn't look appetizing. Like my mouth is like watering in disgust.
So it just tastes like a... That's weird. It kind of tastes like beef mixed with refried beans. Actually, is what it kind of reminds me of. But then like... Whoops.
What is it?
What's that? You know?
That's baby food,
That's,
bro. That's doo
That's
doo.
fat or something. I'm biting down on that and it's just... I don't know what that is. Yeah, it definitely smells like foul meat, you know? There we go. Well...
Wait, why is he wearing a
you're
different shirt now? What the
soldier
heck?
During the Boer War, and you're starving, and you're in South Africa, and all you have is this and some hot cocoa. Sorry, literally my heart is pounding because I know it's so abnormal and just probably not safe, especially from the way it smells. It can't possibly.
And he still eats it
Before
too.
was one thing. I thought cooking it would
He
be
has the correct thinking, but he still does it anyways.
okay. This doesn't smell like that great at all. It's like a meat grain porridge. Probably fry this in little patties.
He could literally be Captain America. I wouldn't be surprised if he's Captain America in disguise.
I keep going for these little wimpy bites, thinking like by taking smaller bites it's gonna be safer or something. Might as well just go for it. Oh, that is just... I don't think I can do anymore. What am I doing?
Oh my god, you're right.
There's
Captain
just
America's
fat
name is
cartilage.
Steve.
Whatever this was never that great. Seems like there's some liver or something in there. It's metallic. It's foul. It's old. 118-year-old foul meat. And I think I'm going to stop at this because it's... Oh, there's that.
Yeah, his heart is pounding not because he's eating foul meat. He's scared that his medical bills are gonna
white
go
piece
crazy.
From before. What is that? It's just like old cow vein. And it's kind of freaking me out. Oh man, what am I doing? Meat paste. You know what? You could do a lot with this. Seems fairly versatile. Get you
How in
messed
the hell
up or
can
what-
some people do this? I can barely eat a stale Whopper or Malteser and this dude is out here eating literal dirt that a piece of beef might have coughed on. He's a damn
Imagine,
legend and a fool.
imagine your husband. You're like, wow, what is he doing? Like, where is he? He's probably cheating on me. And then you go to the basement and your husband's eating a 200-year-old MRE.
Whatever it is you're cooking in, maybe like 4 or 5 guys, you know, throw a portion of their meat part into a pot. Who knows how they did it? Might as well just finish this last bit.
He's like in the corner of his room eating an MRE. You're like, honey, I made dinner. He's like, not now. I already have dinner.
Wow. Tastes like coarse ground liver cartilage. And I don't really know what. Okay, so it's been 2
Oh,
more days.
I am scared to see what he
And,
does with this.
My apologies. This has been the strangest review. I mean, really, what can you do with that old beef? My theory to this is this ration could have easily fed 10 men. Literally, some really watered down cocoa.
Are you sure?
And like just a thin porridge. In a serious survival situation for a group of guys, something like this actually could stretch out much further than just for one man for 36 hours.
Are you
And
sure?
my guess is those soldiers back
10
then,
days.
there was a very good chance these things were lasting them for much longer than 36 hours. I'm not going to make a tea. I can't ever smell that stuff heated up ever again. I can't ever eat any more of it. I'm going to freeze this. I'm going to keep this inside of the tin. Close it back up. Solder it.
Bro, I
felt a
know
little
I
bit-
know his trips to the bathroom are rancid, dude. The freaking bathroom he has is probably in nuclear warfare right now.
Sluggish after eating it. I didn't even get the sweats or anything. There's probably all sorts of different animal byproduct in this. You name it, it's probably in this. And that's why it smelled so bad. It's just cheap meat. I'm going to save this, and most of it will probably be given away to other reviewers. Maybe a scientific analysis, maybe somebody else that can take it and recreate it for some sort of proper reproductions. Well, anyway, this was a Boer War era, 1899 to 1902, British Armed Forces emergency ration field
Oh,
service.
is he not gonna
The
do anything with the cocoa?
great-great-grandfather of survival rations. Who knows what this stuff is? It's the original mystery meat. Well, anyway, this is Steve 1989. I
Steve
hope you liked the video.
1989.
I'll be coming back at you with something new. Or old.
Or old.
Alright, cool. See ya.
07. Never heard from him ever again. This looks... this looks straight out of a horror film. That's nasty. Ugh. Ugh. It's grainy as heck. Aw, look at the doggy. Oh shit. Oh, that's what he was reading. I was wondering how he was reading what was on the can, but he had a paper for it. Dang. I kind of want to see what the comments say. The fact he ate the ration without the order of an officer boggles my mind. The fact that he ate a ration without the order of an officer. They probably never thought that the last battle of the Boer War would happen more than a century later in some guy's digestive system. Oh man, it smells foul. Nice. I can't. You know, if Steve got sick, he'd have to tell the doctor I ate 120-year-old beef. Would like to see the doctor's face. Yeah. True thing. True thing and real. His comments are the fucking best, dude. I kind of want to read the comment on the Chinese MRE video. Did we read the comments there? I like how we all just periodically come here to check when he last posted to see if he's all right. Yeah, because that was when he took a break afterwards for a whole year. I don't see the comments on this one. Man waits almost exactly a year and casually drops a double header like usual. Yep, sounds about right. This guy's digestive system, 07.